Hi and welcome to TranAm TV. My name's Ed Miles and this is the new for 2017 Rukka Orivesi jacket. So we've got this colour, the grey and orange. We've also got the sort of anthracite and yellow product, and then trousers to match both sides. So it's not just a black trouser, we've actually got the exact colour matching product. So we haven't had this sort of product in the range for a couple of years now because the guys at Rukka have gone back to the drawing board, started again, and tried to make the product perfect for those guys who are doing long distance tours down southern Spain into Morocco, Africa, those sort of climates. So this is our proper full-on adventure suit. So the first thing you notice is, as I say, the colour, designed to reflect a bit more sunlight off it. So the dark one is still going to absorb a bit of colour, but the lighter one's going to be slightly cooler. So running down from the top, stretch Goretex neck piece. Of course, this is removable and also has all the part points of the Velcro that you'd normally associate with all Rukka product. So there's no way these parts when you're walking around are going to attack your neck, strap, the rest of the product. So that's the top of the jacket. Neoprene neck, again, as you'd expect from Rukka, we've been doing that for about 15 years now to make it nice and comfortable around the top of the neck area. Coming down the front of the product, two ventilation points across the top, and these are pockets down the front. Side has ventilation as well, so when you're open, arms open out, the airflow can flow straight through there. But of course, this is a removable Goretex product. So if I open up the front zip, you can see the silver area inside. That's completely removable. Inside the product has an Outlast lining as well. Just walk you through Outlast quickly. So a lot of people are using Outlast now in a varying amount of products, some in gloves and boots and all sorts of areas. We keep it in our jackets and trousers for good reason. The reason is, what Outlast is, when you get hot, there's millions of wax beads built into the lining of the jacket and trouser. When you get hot, you melt those wax beads, that pulls the energy out of your body, cools you down, and when you get cold again, they go solid and it gives you the energy back. Bit of an application thing with Outlast. When you're riding along, and most of us have felt this, we've dressed for the weather conditions, we've dressed for the wind chill, we're doing 60, 70 miles an hour, feeling perfectly comfortable. You stop at, say, a traffic light, you stop to fill up with petrol. You start to get really hot because you lose that wind chill, which is making it a lot colder. So you're now dressing far too many clothes. The Outlast in the lining slows down your change in temperature so you don't get hot and sweaty when you're filling up with fuel at traffic lights. That's what it's built for. It's not going to work if you're riding in 35 degrees heat because it's just going to have melted, it can't do anything else. So just a word on Outlast, that's what it does, it slows down your change in temperature, and that's built inside the Goretex lining. So, as I said, running down the front of the jacket, keeping going down the front, two pockets here, two patch pockets on the front. One of these is Goretex lined, that's this one. So you've got a full Goretex lined pocket, waterproof zip, Goretex flap over the top, that's going to keep everything nice and dry. Again, as with all Rukka products, we never guarantee the outside pocket's waterproof, because if you guys leave it a little bit open, a bit of water can get in there and can ruin a mobile phone. So keep your keys, anything like credit cards, passes, driving licence, that sort of thing, fine in those outside pockets. But I wouldn't keep a phone or anything electronic that can break if it does get wet in those pockets. There's plenty of options on the inside of the jacket for that. So you've got those four patch pockets areas, two vents across the top, two vents down the side, full 500 denier cordura covering the whole jacket. So that's motorcycle grade cordura, okay by Goretex for motorcycle use and okay by DuPont. So it's a really good quality product on the outside. Coming down the side, you've got your D3O armour in the shoulders, the elbows, and in the back as well. I'll just show you the back protector here. It's a version of the back protector there, D3O back protector, lovely black backing, holes in it to keep it breathable, and the armour in the shoulder and elbow also have holes in for breathability. So that's the D3O back protector. Just walk you through D3O slightly. It's a non-Newtonian armour. Essentially, when you have an impact, when you're wearing it, it's soft. When you have an impact, the bonds between the molecules harden, that transfers the shock throughout a bigger area, so you're not going to feel the pain underneath, and it's going to keep your joints nice and safe. As with all Rukka products, you've got a large shoulder area covering a big amount of the jacket. If you compare it to anything else on the market, it's covering much more of the joint than anything else on the market is covering. So that's a huge area covered there, down the elbows and down the back. There's full back protector down the back as well. So, if we open it up, you'll see the removable silver layer. That's your removable Goretex. Secondary layer of waterproofing zip down the front and a storm flap, and that's the Outlast on the inside. There's your pocket for anything you need to keep waterproof, 100% waterproof, right there. So that's going to keep anything dry, your phone, that sort of a piece of equipment. Inside here you have two more pockets, one here and one here. Large areas, but they're not going to be waterproof at all, because once you remove this Goretex, the exterior side of the jacket is no longer waterproof. It has what they call a DWR on it, which is a durable water resilient coating, which is going to stop any shower thing. But if you put any pressure on it, wind pressure that is, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, pushing it through, it's going to go through that outer layer, so you need that Goretex inside. So why have we created this? We've been talking about Pro Shell for a lot, and we've been selling a lot of Pro Shell products to a lot of people. What we've noticed is that the Enduro exploring market, the TranAm Explorers, GSs, people going down to Morocco, particularly Africa, all that sort of area, doing trips to America, trips in Australia, those sort of areas where it's really hot. There's a lot more people doing those tours. And when you wear a pro shell in the UK, it's fantastic for almost every weather condition you can throw at it within the UK. I mean, I only have one jacket and it's a pro shell for the UK riding. But those guys that are going to go abroad, do tours maybe from Scotland all the way down to Southern Italy, need something slightly more versatile. And for that you need to be able to take this waterproofing out. So when you take this waterproofing out, the exterior of the shell then becomes non-windproof, non-waterproof. The air's going to flood through. You have got a couple of small ventilation points here, which are going to allow a little bit more air in, because obviously this does stop a little bit of the wind, but it's still going to go through all this. Once you put any wind pressure on, it's going to flood through and down the side, so you can be able to wear this in all weather conditions. It's a proper enduro adventure type suit for those guys that are buying those GS's, Triumph Adventurers, 10 Rays, Africa Twins, all that sort of riding. And that's why I picked these two colourways. So you've got the grey, orange, the anthracite yellow for those guys that want to stand out a little bit more. But you need to get down to your local dealer and talk to those guys. They'll talk you through it, see which jacket's best for you. If you're doing those sort of tours, this is the product for you. If you're doing the sort of commuting thing, the Pro Shell product's going to be better for you. So you need to talk to an expert. And all the best stores are going to have that Rukka expert in that can talk you through it. So get down there, get the right product for you. The Orivesi is that touring suit. Any more information, go to your store or go down to tranam.co.uk.